Day 321. So, I'm not going to mention much of it because I'm mentioning it pretty much every time right now. But wasn't happy with my weight loss this morning. It was under what I needed. So, hopefully, I can do better tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, I was not able to go work out today. It was down into the 30s when I woke up. And I had recently ordered some new gloves, and I'd given my old ski gloves already to my friend who's coming with me skiing. So I didn't actually have winter gloves, and that was the main reason I didn't want to bike in the 30s. So hopefully I actually got them in tonight. So they are charging. Yes, they are electric gloves. So they keep your fingertips warm all day. Yay. Um, anyways, so I'll be able to do colder weather stuff with that. But as an alternative, I just did about 50 squats and some arm curls and arm presses with 5-pound weights. So not great, but it's areas that I need to focus on because that's where I have a bunch of that's where like kind of the final fat pockets are. They're my thighs, my arms, and my belly. And so I need to do exercises that not only complement, getting my heart rate up and getting me moving, but also the other side of things, which is, focusing on those specific areas because, like, there's areas like my wrist, which has just gone down automatically. But I move my wrist a lot, just in general day-to-day stuff, whereas I don't really, like, lift my arms and, like, get them up high and that type of stuff. That's not a normal day-to-day movement. And so if I'm going to reduce the skin in those areas, I need to actually focus on those areas. Same thing with my thighs, right? Like, I'm doing a bunch of biking and stuff, and walking, but that's a straight motion. And the extra is really in the side to side motion. So it's the coming together of my legs. And the moving back and forth in and out that way, because I don't really do much of that kind of lateral movement. So those are kind of the two big motions I need to focus on. Of course, there's my belly, which that's just kind of a general all-purpose focus. When I'm biking, that does some. When I'm hiking, that does some regardless. But doing crunches or things like that can also promote movement there. So I did 15 minutes of that. Hopefully that did something. And then tomorrow I go hiking, and so that will also help lower the weight amount because, again, I need to be, if I'm going to consume Monday and Tuesday, I need to be hitting 2 on a regular basis, if not higher, preferably into the 3s, but realistically, as I get further into a fast, the less days that give me that high number. But I can hit a 2 if I am fully active and fully there. So, like I said, I want to be under 200 before I go, or before I start eating. So that would be Monday's weigh-in. Yes, I've decided to bring my scale. And yes, so I will be weighing in throughout this trip, because it's the one trip I'm going to be cooking a ton. I'm going to get all my kind of, like, I want to cook all this out of my system so that I can then spend a week and a half focusing just on weight loss because I really do want to cook. And I want to do things with my hands because it keeps me occupied. And so hopefully I can get that all out over Christmas and just have that stuff available. And if I cook a little too much, we'll just leave it with my grandparents. But yeah, so Hopefully my exercises will work and I'll get the way I want to tomorrow.